Welcome to the 29 of our Greater Challenge, episode 13 of how to add your overlays and your effects in Filmora. Now, join me, let me show you how to do that in Filmora. Okay, welcome back. And I said I'll be showing you how to add your overlay and your effects. So, where can we get our effects panel? Here is our effects panel, which will be getting our effects template and our overlay template. So, first of all, so this is where we get all our effects and our overlaying templates from. So just click on it. Go to video effects since we are dealing with video now. Yes, but you can get body effects, you can get audio effects and others. But let's focus on video effects since that's what we're working on. Then under this video effects, they will break it down for you so that you can easily find your way. Probably you're looking for a specific effect. Yes. So I told you that to me, overlay and effects work hand in hand. So when you look at this now, this under effect, this now alone can work as your overlay. So you just click on it and you drag and, and you drag and drop it above your video. So let's use this. So let me on this back. So when you see this is what this eyes will look like. So this is an overlay, but you don't overuse it. So if you still want to use something like this and it's still affecting your main video, like it's affecting your video too much, you can just drop the opacity so that the effect will just be on your videos a little bit. You understand? So that's just how you can work through your effects. So yeah, then let me show you how I did the blur. Yeah, see, instead of it to be scrolling down, if you know what you're looking for, you can just search for it and it will give you different type of plot, different. So you just the more you practice around, the more you know what you're looking for. So let's use this simpler one and you place it on top of your video. So see, I don't know, see the blur here. So you can just click on it and move it wherever you want to move it to. So now let's cover this. And yeah, we have gotten our effects, our blur effects. And from don't forget what I told you, if you want to adjust anything on your timeline, just select it, then you go to your adjustment layer, which is here under your effects video. If you want this your effect to be showing as a circle or heart, so you can just put them there. Then you can scale them. If it's too small, you want to enlarge it. There are different shapes for this. So if it's too small and you want to increase the scale, you can also do that. And also do oh sorry, let's lock this so that anything we are working on here can also affect this. That's why we are locking it. So you just zoom in, zoom out so that to expand. And yeah, we have gotten something. So yeah, that is how to get that. Then your positioning, which is either you want to move towards your right, up, down, left. That is just what positioning does. So you just walk around this rotation. If you want to change the rotation, like you want to change the rotation of everything, you can work on it. Strength, if you want the blood to be stronger, you work on it. And that is just opacity. I told you, if you want the thing to be showing, let's increase the strength. Then if you want the thing just a little bit, you don't want the blood to be too strong, you can just reduce the opacity. You understand? Yeah, that is just what how you can find your way. Then another thing, instead of you to there are two ways you can drag this. Either you drag it and put it on top of your video that you're working on, or you drag it and you drop it in that particular video that you want. But I will advise you that you should place it on your video. You understand? So that you can really you can adjust you can adjust that particular effect if you want to adjust anything. So now if you notice now, if I click on this, see what they're showing me. See, it will be very difficult to see the effects. So we don't really have much to work on. Yes, but whenever you place them on your video, so whenever you place them on your video, any video that is under that effect, automatically to affect that video. So that is what I would recommend that you do. Place your effects on top of your videos, then work on the effects that is on your video. That is the best. That is what I will advise you to do. But if you think you can work with putting your effects on your video, then you can go ahead and do that. Yeah, and when can we use this overlaying? Please, you don't just use this overlaying whenever you feel like using it. So either you're likely going to be using it when you want to create mood, or whenever you're trying to do something like cinematic intro, you have an intro or something like that, you can use them. Or you want to hide something, probably your video there is something too much light or too much this, too much that, you are trying to hide it. Then you can put your overlay in there. Then another place is your transition. Probably it can help. You can put it on top of in between your two clips to help your transition look smoother. So that's why I said is with time, the more you practice, the more you get to um, discover new things. Yeah. So places not to use this effect is probably these talking head videos. Bro, you don't use your overlay instead. Yes, because you want people to catch what the person is saying. You don't want something that will be distracting people from what the person is saying. So you don't use your overlay instead. Then obviously tutorial video you're trying is the same thing. You're trying to pass across a clear message. You're trying to teach people something. So um you don't use overlay instead, or unless you're using that overlay to show them something, as I did in my previous video that I posted. Yeah. So that is just how you use your overlays. Yeah. Then another thing, don't overuse them. Just try to keep them as small as you can. At the end of the day, it's just based on what you're looking for. But as a beginner, this is just where you need to things that you need to understand, at least the basics of how to use them. If you think this video was helpful, don't forget to follow along, and I will see you on our next episode.